Hey Retro lovers, welcome to the Nostalgia Junkies podcast, where we talk all about pop culture, retro toy collecting, and nostalgia. And now, here are your Nostalgia Junkies.
I'm Alex.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Cruz.
And this is Nostalgia
Nostalgia
Junkies, your one-stop shop for all things nostalgic. We're a podcast devoted to the 80s, 90s, pop culture, video games, toys, and more. Well, Cruz, you and I just got to go to Retro World this past weekend.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Brandon was a little too busy to join us. We would have loved to have had you. But we all got to interact with the same person.
Ah, yes, we did.
Somewhat.
Yeah. What do you mean, somewhat?
Yeah, we did. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we all get to hang out with Retro Rick a little bit. He went to Cruz's store, went to Brandon's store, went to our basements, and then we saw him at the convention.
Yeah.
He's such a good dude.
He's very, very chill.
Can't forget about Michael.
I was gonna say, last time he came, Michael was not with him. This time, Michael, who is like his store manager, personal manager,
He runs the
manager
show.
of his human,
Correct.
he came, and Michael is just genuinely one of the most kindest human beings.
Correct.
For sure.
But yeah, so we all got to interact with him. We got to go to Retro World. I showed Brandon some of the pickups that I got at Retro World. I found some really cool paper goods from promotional stuff for the N64.
Yeah.
Cruz, what did you pick up?
I picked up a modded Game Boy / now it's an advanced DSi from JC Mods on Instagram. Super dope. It has Umbreon on the front. He said he couldn't get the card, so he made a console with that image. Besides that, there were so many things. I got the new My Pet Monster just to throw up in the collection. But it was so busy, man, and I feel like we really didn't have time to dig this year.
We didn't. And I know normally we record second day, and I think we got to be the morning of the third day, and we were like, we just have to be quick and get it done. Like,
Correct.
it was fast. I mean, I felt bad. Normally, I help Cruz out at his booth, and we got to be like the end of the third day, and I went, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I feel like I ditched you all weekend long because I did not."
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, we got to hang out and see a bunch of new people we hadn't met before, and then hang out with a cast of characters that we've previously hung out with. So
yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah,
maybe next year we'll drag Brandon.
I know we got to get Brandon
We'll
to the
kidnap
convention.
him.
Eventually. I'll make it there.
Retro World 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully before it ends.
Or we buy it.
That too.
That's ain't happening. That's not happening. But no, it was pretty fun. It was
Yeah.
nice to be able to see the same people we saw last year, as well as some new faces like Riff and Ricky,
Yeah. Brandy.
Yeah,
Gamer Aimer.
it was really good.
Oh,
So
that's
if
awesome.
you have not made it to the Connecticut area for Retro World, I'm just called it Retro Games. If you've not made it to the Connecticut area for Retro World Expo, you're missing out. You really need to come and hang out because it is just a fun time. And if you want some pretty good barbecue, Bears Barbecue is right across the street.
Correct.
I know. I think Rick had it like 5 times
Yeah.
while he was
It
here.
was crazy.
I gotta thank you for that Mighty Ducks backpack because that thing came in clutch because we snuck bears into the convention
don't give
center.
people our secrets.
Listen, okay, so I know I told you this. Brandon has not heard this yet.
Yeah.
When I went and grabbed us all lunch on day 2, I went out and I was walking out of Bear Smokehouse with these other 2 guys from the convention, and we're talking about having bears, how good Bears is, and they wanted to know why I was putting it in the backpack. I was like, because you can't bring it in the convention center.
Correct.
So we get through checkpoint 1. These women, like the security guard says nothing to them with their brown paper bag. Get to checkpoint 2, they say nothing to them with their brown paper bag. So they're now laughing at me because I fought to put all this bears inside of my backpack. I go around to our entrance. I'm watching them like go through security. They finally get to the turnstile, and this woman reams them out for bringing bears into the convention center. And I watch them point at me through the glass doors, and I can only imagine that they're telling her that he has bears too. And I was just like, peace.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then I ate my bears right in front of security.
Me too. Right,
didn't care.
Right
What are you
out
gonna
in
do?
the open.
Yeah,
Who cares?
kick me out for my barbecue.
But I guess just before we move on from this, was there anything that you would hope to see at the convention that you didn't see this year?
I don't know. It was weird, right? So I feel like we were talking about it. I think more vendors. I feel like a lot of the vendors from last year and new incoming vendors selected larger booths, so vendor space was limited. So it felt full just because every booth was full, but the amount of variation I think was less than last year, just because vendors took up a lot of space.
I agree. Like there was, like we talked, there was a lot of quad spots this year. There weren't a
Yeah.
lot of double booths or single vendors, and the layout was kind of
It was
was
strange.
different.
Yeah.
They tried something, and I think it was a good attempt to put the guests in the middle of the location
Okay.
Yeah,
instead of on the back wall. Where I feel like when you put the guests on the back wall, it drives traffic to the back,
correct.
so it forces everyone to walk through everything.
Yeah, and I think it disrupted the view to the back too. I felt like the video game area and the arcade area was empty this year, where last year there was a ton of people playing. So
Yeah.
trial
But,
and error.
Yeah, but what do you say we go on to our new segment, Ultimate Showdown?
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, in Ultimate Showdown, we are going to pit two characters from the 80s and 90s against each other to see who would win in a street fight. Our first matchup, Johnny Bravo versus Gaston.
Dude, I feel like Gaston 10 out of 10 times is kicking that ass.
Right?
That's how I think so, yeah.
So, what's your argument for Gaston? Or I guess maybe we should hear Cruz's thought first. Who do you think?
I'm with you. It's the same. Gaston. Bravo is cool, right? He's got the muscles, but they're just gym muscles. They were never used for anything, man.
He's that pretty boy.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Gaston's lifting women on benches and
Yeah.
barrels and all sorts
He's
of
a
stuff.
decorated military
He what,
soldier.
5 dozen eggs?
Yeah.
I don't see Johnny Bravo eating 5 dozen eggs.
Come on.
Nah, the only thing that they both are probably on equal levels is the confidence.
Oh,
But
agreed.
that only gets you so far.
Correct.
But let's be real. We all know that Johnny Bravo's weakness is his mama.
Yep.
That, or you just pull him by the ear. Like, how many times did we watch Johnny get manhandled by the girl he was trying to pick up?
This is true.
She get that whole whirlwind effect and thrown off screen.
Correct.
That's
How
a great
often
point.
did you see Gaston get thrown?
Never.
Once, right?
Yeah. I mean, with the beast.
Off the castle.
By the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has to be Gaston, in my opinion. He's a decorated war hero. Like we just said, he's lifting up these ladies on the benches.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's Gaston. He's a man among men.
Correct.
For sure.
Instagram did not agree.
I saw that.
Instagram, I don't know what Instagram was smoking. 70 to 30. Johnny Bravo with a total of 121 votes.
That's wild.
It's got to be 90s kids growing up.
I was just
with
going to say it's
Johnny
the
Bravo.
generation. Yep.
Like there's no way. Like if you voted in this poll, I want you to really think about who Gaston is.
Yeah.
He went fist to fist with the beast. But let's go to the next one.
Okay.
The Weekenders or Rocket Power Crew.
I'm going to be honest. I never really watched Weekenders. Don't know much about it. So I feel like I automatically would have to pick the Rocket Power Crew.
That's the same reason
yeah.
I would pick them too. I don't really. When was the Weekenders?
Weekenders was on Disney Channel about late 90s, early 2000s, about the same era of Rocket Power.
Oh, you're just a baby.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I should ask your brother.
Yeah, for sure.
But
He
no,
would have
so,
picked
like,
Rocket Power too, but
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. The Weekenders were basically the Disney equivalent to Rocket Power, minus all the skateboarding.
I was going to say, so they were softer.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Rocket Power wins.
Yeah, like listen, I think even Squid would take a skateboard to the face of Tito from Weekenders.
Yeah, for sure. For
So,
sure.
also Instagram agreed with us. It was an overwhelming vote of 10 to 90.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Rocket Power is going to win this fight. Like there,
Yeah.
it's no contest.
Skate circles around them.
And then the last one, I guess it kind of also goes hand in hand with our Disney Nickelodeon. However, the first one started Nickelodeon and then got soft on Disney Channel. Doug Funnie versus Arnold from Hey Arnold.
I'm going Doug, man. Arnold has that big head. You can try to miss, and you're still gonna hit it.
I mean, that's a good point. I don't know. I feel like Doug doesn't really have a violent bone in his body.
He
So I'd have
doesn't,
to go
but
with
that's-
Arnold.
But that's why you got to be scared, because it's
Oh,
those
silent but deadly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're just build up, waiting to crack.
Listen, we're talking about fist fight, not don't send your kids to school today.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty sure Arnold takes it.
Yeah, I'm with Arnold on this one.
And he's a city kid too, so he's probably a little
He
That-
is.
over.
That's what gave it to me.
Yeah.
Is that Arnold is from the streets.
Yeah,
Doug is from the
Doug
suburbs,
is from the
and he
suburbs.
gets butthurt over Patty Mayonnaise choosing Roger Klotz over him every dang day.
Yeah.
If
it's
it was
just-
Skeeter against Arnold, I'd give it to Skeeter. I think Skeeter would clean anyone's clock.
Yeah.
But Doug Funnie is I give it to Pork Chop over Doug.
For real. Yeah, no. Arnold takes it.
But Instagram agreed with us, not you, Cruz. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was 24% to 76%. Arnold's taking that fight.
Okay.
Love it.
But yeah, any last comments on our Ultimate Showdown?
No, they were good. It'd be interesting to see what other ones we
Yep.
can come up with.
It's
Any
a fun
recommendations?
little segment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Any- Who would you like to see?
I don't know, but it reminds me of what's it called? Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I mean, so we could do the possibilities are endless, really.
I know. I was thinking, what about Zach Morris versus Eric Matthews
Ooh,
for next
good
time?
one.
It's a good one.
We should do
It's a-
Alf versus Barney.
Alf and Barney.
What about Alf versus Garfield and Heathcliff in a 2-on-1 match?
Oh, Alf is an alien, so
And
And
owns
he
cats.
eats cats. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if you have any recommendations that you want to see in the Ultimate Showdown to see who would win in a head versus head street fight, let us know. Either send us a message at Nostalgia Junkies Podcast, or we Nostalgia Junkies Pod now on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Nostalgia Junkies Pod on Instagram. You can email us at nostalgiajunkiesct@gmail.com, or just comment below who you'd like to see in a fight. But what do you say we go on to our meat and potatoes?
Yes, let's do it.
Love it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, Nostalgia Junkies, thanks for hanging out with us. While you're here, don't forget to dive into some of our other episodes, like our Kings of Comedy Showdown, Jim Carrey vs. Adam Sandler, or our fan favorite 90 Snack Deep Dive. You can even catch more fun on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Nostalgia Junkies Pod. And if you want to share your own memories or episode ideas, hit us up at nostalgiajunkiesct@gmail.com. Now, let's get back to the show. So today on Nostalgia Junkies, we're going to be throwing it back 40 years into the past. Because this is our first episode of Season 4, because we forgot to mention it's now Season 4, we are going to be talking a little bit about both August and September of 1985.
Mhm.
So kicking it off, we are going to look at some of the TV shows that first came out. One of the biggins, or I guess the biggin that came out in 1985, Golden Girls.
That was a good one.
It's a classic. That's your stay home from school sick and watch it on the couch
Yeah.
with your ginger ale
You
and
know what-
saltines.
What's funny about that show is now when you look back and you see the age of the women on the show, is like, man, these ladies look old for their age. Like
Old.
like 30, late 30 and 40-year-old women now are like night and day. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, the show was great. I mean, obviously, like you said, you stayed home from school to watch that one. That was a good one. That was a family friendly, but there was some stuff on there.
I mean,
that,
one of them's a little whore, so.
yeah,
Blanche.
yeah.
And wasn't the oldest looking one was really the youngest one in real life, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Estelle Getty, who played Sophia,
Sophia, yeah.
Yep.
was one of the youngest, or the youngest cast member.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Which I think for me, and probably for both of you as well, because I mean, you weren't born in '85, you were 1 year old.
Yeah.
Most of us that watched Golden Girls watched it on either TV Land or Nick at Night,
Correct.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
and for me, it was like just a constant watch.
Yeah.
I also love when remember they used to do like the marathons.
Yeah,
and they
of
would play
course.
nothing but Golden Girls.
Yep.
That to me was like some of my favorite times growing up because we just binge watched the show.
I used to watch that and I Love Lucy
Yeah.
and that era.
Three's
of-
Company.
Now, are
Those
you
type of
familiar
shows.
with the sequel show to Golden Girls,
No, there was one.
Golden Palace?
Really?
So at the end of Golden Girls, Dorothy ends up getting married to wasn't Stan, it was the guy she was dating at the end of the show.
Yep.
But she goes off and B. Arthur kind of does her own thing. But Estelle Getty, Betty White, and Rue McClanahan, their characters end up purchasing a hotel, and it's now the three of them trying to run a hotel with the hotel staff.
I remember now. Yes,
I don't.
never watched it like constantly, but I remember it would pop on.
That
and
couldn't
I
have
was
lasted
interested.
long.
I think
did
it
it.
lasted maybe a season, maybe
Yeah.
two. It was
Yeah.
one of the times that they were doing like the constant watch, like marathon. They decided to then do the next day the Golden Palace,
Okay.
and that is the only time I have ever seen Golden Palace was in that marathon.
Yeah, I've never seen a second of it. So
It was a good show. They dealt a lot more with Rose's stupidity and her kind of naivete,
Mhm.
because the what do you call it? Like not the bellhop, but the guy that kind of like cleans up, I guess the custodian of the hotel. His son was kind of like on the same mental maturity as Rose, but just a little bit smarter. So Rose would get them into trouble, and he'd be like, "No, we can't do this," and then Rose would get into trouble.
all right.
But no, that was a great show. One of the other big ones was Twilight Zone.
It's a good one.
I don't have as much experience watching that one. I've definitely seen, a couple random episodes here and
Yeah.
there. But
Wasn't that a later show too? Didn't that come on a little bit later too? The Twilight Zone.
like late at night, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's like an evening watch.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it an evening watch? I don't remember.
And obviously you remember like the opening sequence and the theme song is what really
The
sticks
door,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, what really sticks out.
Yeah.
I feel like that also then that trope of the Twilight Zone and the kind of the anthology series that became very popular. Like that's kind of what shaped Goosebumps,
Yeah.
as well as Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you guys have a? I know you didn't watch a lot of it, but do you have a favorite episode of Twilight Zone?
Not that off the top of my head.
I mean, no, I can't say that I do. I just automatically associate it with Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in
Yeah.
Disney. That's what, if I think Twilight
Correct.
Zone,
That's
it automatically goes
creepy.
there. But
Yep.
I know it's all like, sci-fi, supernatural.
Yeah, open the doors for Tales for the Crypt too, kind of
Yep.
shows and stuff like that. So
But yeah, no, I don't.
thank you to Twilight Zone.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a episode that sticks out. How about you?
Do you remember, so it's used a lot in media, but it's one of my favorites. The guy who just wants all the time in the world to read, and finally he's being like bothered by a bunch of people, and finally there's no one left to bother him, and he's all by himself, and his glasses break, and then he's alone with all of his books, but he can't read. And there's a lot more that goes into it. That was like a 10-second synopsis.
Yeah, yeah.
But that one and then the one with the creature on the plane are two of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't remember either of them, to be honest with you. So I don't have much to contribute there, but
But not only did we get some TV shows, we also got some really good cartoons.
Yep.
And one of the main staples of what would later become the Disney Afternoon premiered in September of 1985, Adventures of the Gummi Bears.
Ooh.
when you talk about cartoons with
Yes.
hit theme songs, that is
Yeah,
It's
towards
up
the
there.
top for sure.
we talked about it in a previous episode with theme songs, the Gummy
Mhm.
Bears.
And I'm pretty sure we've talked about it in a previous episode with Disney Afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep, keeps coming up.
Yeah, like I mean, I think that just also goes to show how prevalent that show
Yeah.
was in both nostalgia culture and just growing up.
Yeah, I agree. I have
Gummy Bears. Yes,
I have a bunch of the
The
PVC
little
figures.
PVC
Love
were
them.
from like Burger King or something.
Oh, they
Those
might
like cereal
no.
packings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
cereal packets. Yes,
They were
I have
cereal
the,
premium.
what's the little gray bear that's holding the gummy berry juice? I have him somewhere in the
Oh,
basement.
I always get their names all mixed up, but
I feel like it'd be fun if we actually had gummy berry juice. It could bounce. Maybe I could finally dunk.
no, probably not.
Listen, I'd be like Michael Jordan in Space Jam. Actually,
Alex's
I'd be more
secret
like
stuff.
Ned in Space Jam.
yeah.
But I know we're not going to really get into these TV shows, but there was actually a lot of bear cartoons in 1985 in September, because not only were there gummy bears, but they're also the Berenstain Bears
Okay.
and the Care Bears.
Oh, bear
Really?
takeover.
Yeah. So I know we've talked about how like 1993 had a hard on for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
1985, they liked their
Bears.
bears.
Actually, that might have been the year Teddy Ruxpin came out too.
I think so. Maybe.
One way to find out.
I'm looking it up.
Doc Retro over here.
Yeah,
Director and
1985, Teddy
producer.
Ruxpin.
I
Director
told
and
you.
Producer.
Yeah, so Teddy Ruxpin also came out in 1985.
Yeah,
there was
so
a
they did
big thing
have,
with Bears. That's
A factuation with Bears in '85.
that's kind of weird. I'm
Is
wondering.
that the year of the bear?
Did the Bears win the Super Bowl that year?
That's when did
They
the
did.
Bears?
1985. They did.
Crazy.
Well, that season in
It's
1986.
85.
It's
Yeah, the Super Bowl
86.
was held in February, but it was the '85
It
season.
was actually
That's
January
85
26th.
Bears.
It was
85
January
Bears.
26th.
Okay,
I'm
but it's
kidding.
still 85
Good.
Bears.
That's wild.
The fact that you just have that off the top of your head. Wasn't that that was Super Bowl shuffle year, right?
Yeah. Wow.
What is up with Bears?
The Bears.
The Bears.
Interesting.
That is.
Nosedive on
It's
that
all
one.
tied
The
together.
Bears.
That's where I would
Yeah.
understand like the push for the Bear properties
Yeah, it's kind of
if
weird.
they won the Super Bowl the year before.
Correct.
What
What happened?
I
why-
don't know.
why did
We're
everyone
gonna have
like
to do a
Bears?
deeper dive into this.
Yeah.
This might be a topic that we revisit
Chinese
next
calendar,
episode.
man. Was it the year of the bear?
There's not a bear on the Chinese zodiac.
Maybe. You never know.
He's like, no, we
They
know.
have
Buddy, have you
panda
not
bears.
been to a
They
Chinese
have
restaurant?
Panda bears.
Panda Bears.
Yeah, it's Panda Kitchen Bear. What's your zodiac sign? Panda Bear.
Panda bear. Come
Oh
on.
my
Have
gosh.
you see Kung Fu Panda, man?
Yogi Bear, Smokey
Yogi
the Bear.
Okay, this was a conversation that came up at work today. This is not our showdown segment anymore, but you brought up Kung Fu Panda. Who would win in a fight? Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda, the
Yep.
Snow Leopard, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Who would win in a fight?
Like the
Four
four of
versus
them.
1.
4 versus 1.
I'm going with the turtles.
I'm guessing Alex going with the.
I kind of plead the fifth on this one because I really think it depends on which version you're talking about.
Which version of Turtles?
Which version of Turtles? If you're talking about the OG cartoon Turtles, they're getting their butts handed to them. If you're talking about the brand new Turtles that just came out, they're also getting their butts handed to them. If you're talking about Michael Bay Turtles,
I never talk about the Michael Bay Turtles.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
talk about the
exist.
Michael Bay
Turtles.
Turtles.
They
Those
don't
are
exist.
toters.
Dude, Raphael was a beast.
Okay.
Those are the dumbest iteration of the Turtles.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't even make sense.
Well, the stupid fat-legged Nintendo or Nickelodeon ones are the
Yeah.
dumbest ones.
What
but-
about the Saban Turtles?
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, but that was a question that came up at work today, and it was a very long debate. The best part, I wasn't even a part of it.
The kids brought
I
that
did-
up? Or
No,
your-
teachers
Really?
brought that up,
Interesting.
and they're like they kind of
That's
like
where our
looking at me,
tax-paying dollars
and I'm like,
going.
I'm not doing this. The
Good
the
old
only-
Hartford school system.
Yeah, this is what we do instead of teaching
Yeah,
kids.
we don't teach.
The only comment that I made, because someone made a comment that Tai Lung could do the whooshy finger hold, and I was like, actually he can't. That was a big thing in the movie. That's actually how he got beat.
Yeah.
But let's get back to our cartoons. Not only did Gummi Bears come out, but also one of our buddy Spruch's favorite cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe,
G.I. Joe.
the real American hero.
Yep.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
kinda nice.
action. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's I don't know. It's not really my thing.
No.
It's
I-
yeah.
I like the toys. I never really watched and sat the cartoons and watched the cartoons really. I mean, did they come on and I sit there and watch them? Yes, but it wasn't like, oh, I need to watch G.I. Joe. And obviously we're, even for I being the oldest here, it was all on reruns for me too. So
Yep. It was
there was
just
so much better.
yeah.
There were
I didn't
better
really
things to watch.
care to watch it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
G.I. Joe
it's-
fans. Action figures are cool. Cartoon was not.
I loved the
Agreed.
action figures. I loved playing with them outside
Yes.
and
yeah,
building
with
all
the
sorts of-
vehicles and
yeah.
building forts and
I
all
think
that,
that
stuff.
the toys were a great step forward into the toy industry
Correct.
and really kind of shaped how toys then came to be.
100%.
But no, the cartoon, I couldn't stand it. I remember I made a comment to Aaron about how I wasn't a fan of the show.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, have you ever watched it? I'm like, I watched a few. Did you
Yeah.
watch the movie? And I watched the movie.
Still not impressed.
It's not
Mm-mm.
good. It's not good. The whole thing with what's the main villain's name there? Cobra Commander?
Yep.
The whole was once a man. That was so stupid. For half the movie, that's all he says was once a man. And it was not something I enjoyed watching. Give me Transformers, Give me Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Give me. I'd even take Turtles over GI Joe.
It says a lot coming from you.
I know, but
Hates
we
He's
also
a
then
turtle hater, man.
it's just Turtles.
You're not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Yeah. Turtle.
But GI Joe also kind of had a copycat cartoon that came out within the same year. Mask.
Mask is actually cooler, in my opinion, and it was more short-lived.
I believe it's actually cooler as well. The vehicles and the stuff, it's way better.
Exactly.
Way better.
Unfortunately, the toys did not sell as well. So
They sell well now.
Yeah, exactly, right?
well, it's because they didn't sell well then.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Our last cartoon that came out in 1985 actually kind of not only killed the toy line, but also killed an entire franchise.
Okay.
She-Ra and the Princess of Power.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if we have to get into it. I don't like He-Man. I don't like She-Ra. The whole Motu universe is definitely not my thing.
Your response to the shop owner interview was my favorite, by the way. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, whether it's Cruz and Retro Drunk, the Doc Retro, we did a series where we interviewed toy and shop owners across the country, and I asked them, if someone came into the shop with $20, what do you want them to buy?
I was gonna bring this up because my answer was Motu, Masters of the Universe, get it all out of here.
Yeah.
And every other person's answer was positive, like, oh, something that makes them happy from their childhood. And I'm like, nah, just get all that crap out of here.
It was so funny.
Typical retro junk.
Get
that's
this
a good
junk out of
Hey,
here.
you know what? That's actually not a bad idea, guys. Take all these.
Yeah.
These are great.
I will tell you this though,
Dude, but
I
that's
haven't.
the problem though. You bought so many when everyone was just dumping them for
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
You got totes and totes.
I got
this
a
man
lot.
has a whole closet full of Motu figures. It's
It's
kind
true.
of funny. He has like 360 He-Man figures.
Dude, I have like 800 Joes right now.
Do you? Oh well, you bought that super big lot, right?
If only it was
Many.
Mask.
I know. I have a decent amount of that too. But
Well,
yeah, She-Ra, it's not it.
Well, I was just going to tell you this in regards to the interviews. I know one of the other questions was, what does somebody get surprised about, even if they don't buy it? The owner of the Imaginarium in Omaha mentioned Motu, and that was unprompted.
Yeah.
He said everyone comes in and goes, "Whoa, you have Motu, He-Man, Triclops, Trapjaw? That's so cool!" And then they don't buy it.
Exactly. Dude, the only cool Motu figure is Scareglow. So
Yeah.
Dude, I like
You're right.
Trapjaw.
I do agree, actually. Okay.
There are
I take
some,
it
but
back.
I think their joints are so flimsy, man. Like to
Agreed.
display them, you gotta have stands for them and all
Repairing them is
Yeah.
a pain.
There's some really
I
cool
think-
figures. They just
that.
oversaturated
Forget
the market.
figures. Let's keep the
The
play
dinos are
sets.
cool.
Let's keep the play sets. I think the play sets were a good idea. They were cool. And let's throw in some other figures into those play sets.
Yeah, exactly. I agree
Let's throw in
with that.
some Remco Warrior Beast.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we don't really need to get into She-Ra. If you've watched any documentary about Motu or
Correct.
Princess of Power, you kind of know that girls are playing with Motu. Mattel wanted to capitalize on the
Yeah.
toy market, so they introduced their female version of He-Man,
Horrible.
which they wanted girls to play with because the girls were playing with the Master of the Universe figures. All of a sudden, the boys no longer wanted to play with it. The girls no longer wanted to play with it, and the toy line went down.
Mm-hmm.
And
As
it
what's
still
his name?
lives down there by itself.
As Roger Sweet would say, bong. But not only do we have TV shows, but obviously movies were coming out because it was August and September.
Great movies.
And one of the first big movies Cruz is going to talk about.
So, Real Genius came out in '85, and obviously the biggest actor in the movie is Val Kilmer. Come on, it was a bunch of college kids. Gabe Jarrett played I forget the kid's name in the movie, but he played the freshman in the movie. And there was either a competition or a project that the college kids were working on. It was building lasers. And throughout the movie, they're trying to figure it out. And then they find out that the government is actually using them to build military weapon. They were going to use it as a weapon. So, you know, in teen 80s, you know, movie form, they decide to fight against the adults, and create mass chaos. But yeah, it was a good movie. Like I said, Val Kilmer, great. If you haven't watched it, I think I watched it recently, and it really doesn't hold up to what I remember when I was a kid.
A lot of them don't.
But I mean, it's an interesting movie. That's what I can say about it. Nothing
all
really
right.
special.
That's one that I haven't seen. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch it just to say that I did. But
Yeah.
Do you want
What's
to talk
yours?
about our next movie, Brandon?
yeah, so this is a movie that my cousins and I watched almost every time we were at each other's house. And that would be Pee-wee's Big Adventure. um, as a kid, how can you not love it? I mean,
Yes.
from the beginning sequence of him imagining himself in a bike race, he wakes up, he has this elaborate machine that makes his breakfast,
Correct.
oversized utensils, everything is just hilarious.
Yes.
But obviously, the whole premise of the movie, he has this gorgeous bike that is the love of his life. He locks it up outside a bike shop, and when he comes out, it's gone. He is distraught. And essentially, the whole rest of the movie is him on this wacky adventure with a crazy cast of characters that he meets along the way, from Large Marge, the truck driver, to the convict that he gets through the checkpoint with by dressing as a girl. He has a crazy chase scene through movie sets. He saves a bunch of animals from a fire in a pet shop.
Correct.
It's just nonstop ridiculous action. And honestly, we couldn't get enough of it. It's so dumb. And
So dumb but good. And I think it still holds up, right? Like it's
that
one
movie
of-
holds up.
It holds up, and I think it's I think the first movie of its kind, and I think it helped like the Ace Ventura movies and like movies like that come afterwards in the 90s. I think they took a lot of inspiration from Pee-wee's craziness in the movie. And yeah, without Pee-wee, I don't think we have a lot of these other crazy movies that came out afterwards.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Definitely agree with that. And I just love how at the end it's them watching the movie of his
Yes.
adventure in the drive-in. It's so good.
It's been far too long since I've seen that.
Yeah.
As I talked with you, it's been like I think decades. Actually, no, you had it on the shop one day.
You might have
you
seen like
own it?
15 minutes of it, but
I don't think so. I was
Wow.
never.
Oh,
a
I do. I'm
I'm
Pee-wee
gonna have
fan.
to gift it to you. I have several copies.
Please, please don't.
I get
will.
it.
Please don't.
Pee-wee
Hey,
could
remember when we tell you to watch a movie? Go
Listen,
watch it.
I've seen this movie before.
But
It's not a movie
decades
I
ago. You
haven't
can't
seen.
even decades ago.
Yeah, I will say, like, I remember talking about not enjoying Pee-wee quite recently, and apparently I got called out by family because apparently I watched it religiously growing up,
Oh,
and I do not
block
remember
that out.
watching
remember
it.
that?
I don't remember watching it at all.
Okay.
Well, I remember like having seen it.
Yeah,
But,
but
like,
not,
No, not like I
Religiously?
need to get. I remember like needing to get Street Sharks tapes from the
Yeah.
library.
Like,
I don't remember needing to get Pee-wee.
I understand. I mean, I loved Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I wasn't as big a fan of like Pee-wee's Playhouse. That was much more weird and like
Yeah.
it wasn't my thing, but
I think we were older too at the time. Not old, but I think we were kind of phasing out of those like regular TV shows at the time.
yeah.
But our last movie is one of my favorite Michael J. Fox movies, Teen Wolf.
Yes.
Great movie.
So, Michael J. Fox plays Scott Howard, 17-year-old wannabe basketball player, tries out for the team, doesn't make the team,
Mhm.
then all of a sudden kind of becomes a wolf. We find out it's a family curse.
Kind of becomes
Becomes a wolf.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
And ends up being a star basketball player. And I think this is the crazy part to me because it's like he's a werewolf and everyone kind of loves it.
Yeah.
Like
It's, they
Everyone
just
goes with it. It's
automatically
kinda weird,
accept
right?
it.
he's popular. I
Yeah.
think one of my favorite scenes is him riding on top of the van
Yeah,
and the werewolf. And I'm like, wait, nobody's afraid of him. He's not hiding his wolf powers.
Nope.
Because I think originally his dad told him like, yep, this is a family curse. Like, you can't show anyone that you're a werewolf.
He just had
then-
extreme puberty, man. He just got
Yeah,
really
yep.
hairy.
All that facial hair. But I know I love that his friend Styles was like trying to like market it and make money off of him.
Yeah.
And he was totally in with it. Like, yeah, just give me a cut.
Yeah, exactly.
It was really fun. I think it's also crazy that it got a sequel, Teen Wolf 2, with Jason Bateman,
Yeah.
which was basically the same exact movie.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I like Teen Wolf. What's crazy is when this movie came out, this meant that Michael J. Fox had 2 blockbuster movies at the same time.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future and Teen Wolf.
And Teen Wolf, which I kind of dropped this piece of history with Brandon. Back to the Future, when it came out in early July, it was the top movie of the box office for 11 of 12 weeks. Only one movie took it out during its run.
Teen Wolf?
Nope, it came out July 28th of 1985. Can you guess what comedy movie from 1985 knocked out Back to the Future for 1
Comedy.
week?
To be fair, I had never heard of the movie when he told me what it was.
Not so you're thinking of the one at the end.
Oh.
You
okay.
don't know this. I didn't tell you this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
a comedy movie.
1985 comedy. Beverly Hills Cop.
No, but good
That's a
guess.
good guess.
That was a good guess.
Trying to think of
Um,
another comedy in 85.
Police Academy.
Also good guess. Both those movies came out in March and April. This was the second or third
Family
I think third
Vacation?
very close on the same line. European Vacation.
European Vacation. Okay.
European
That's my
Vacation.
least favorite vacation movie.
Me too. It sucked.
I even love Vegas Vacation.
Yeah.
I think it's
better.
hilarious.
Yes.
So
But-
European Vacation actually broke the record for the highest grossing comedy film.
Really?
Really?
It earned $12 million opening weekend in 1985. That record was previously held by Police Academy with
Nice.
10.6
I love
million.
Police Academy.
Yeah, me too.
But, then Back to the Future came back the next week, and Invasion USA is the one that finally put the
That's-
nail in the coffin.
That's
Back
the one
to the
I didn't.
Future.
I have no clue.
Did I tell you who the lead actor was in that?
Isn't it Chuck Norris?
It's Chuck Norris. It was a
Wait.
Chuck Norris movie. No,
Invasion.
Karate
USA?
Kid. The Karate Kid, Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Yeah, the Karate Kid. Sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of Invasion USA.
But let us know, which movie would you want to go see, whether it's Real Genius, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, or Teen Wolf.
Sorry,
Oh.
but that's pretty amazing. Chuck Norris is freaking undefeated, bro. He took down Back to the Future,
Which is one of the
bro.
greatest movies of
Yo.
all time.
Yeah, I don't know how Invasion USA did it.
Before we move on, I just wanted to add that off of Teen Wolf, I actually really enjoyed the MTV Teen Wolf series as
Yes,
well.
it was
when
really
they
good.
brought it back.
That
Yeah,
total
and
shift
the
from,
movie
like,
was pretty good too. It was a good follow up ending. I mean, it was years after.
It wasn't bad. I just wish it was longer, I guess.
Yes,
It
correct.
kind of didn't cover enough story.
But
in
it
my
kind of
opinion.
gave you an ending though, because I can't.
Yes.
They left you on a cliffhanger at the end.
But yeah, I
kind of left on a cliffhanger too. Like they could still open the doors for more.
yeah, or another show.
but
yeah.
yes, I really enjoyed the MTV,
MTV
series.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was honestly, I'm glad you mentioned it because I forgot to talk about it. That is probably one of my favorite TV series from the last decade.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
But we have one more piece of news from 1985, and this is a biggin, all the way from Japan. September 13th of 1985, Shigeru Miyamoto introduces Super Mario Brothers in the NES.
Huge.
huge.
Groundbreaking, life-changing,
Big.
world-changing.
Yeah,
like
I
it-
mean, we're not sitting here if it wasn't. I mean, it's
Really?
the trickle down effect, the butterfly effect
Yeah,
of Mario.
like to really
And
think
Nintendo.
that all of
That's
everything
crazy.
we've talked about over the
Isn't
last
it?
season was pre-NES.
That's
Or
insane.
technically
Yeah,
Famicom at this
yeah,
time.
correct. That's insane.
But yeah, no, this was so this means that next month we get to finally start talking about the North American releases for video games.
NES saved video gaming
It
for
did.
eternity.
It did.
100%.
Yeah.
Without
well,
NES, Atari.
I mean,
flunked.
ET almost killed it.
Yeah, ET did kill Atari.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wow, that's an amazing 85 September 13th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is funny because we were at Retro World on September 13th,
Yeah.
and not
they
a
did not
single
mention-
person mentioned this.
Yeah.
Not a single person.
Wild.
Especially Riff, that's so like that's
He
his
loves
thing.
his.
Nintendo
Riff,
and his history.
Russ, Dave.
I know.
I'm surprised no one mentioned this. Maybe it's because it was the Japanese release and not the North American release.
You're probably right.
But it just, I mean, this was the first introduction for a Super Mario Brothers game.
Yeah.
But what do you say we move on to our trivia?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
If there is any attempt by either contestant to cheat, especially with my wife, who is a dirty, dirty tramp, I am just gonna snap.
So we are going to go over 80s trivia. We each have an 80s trivia question for the other two, and I will start.
Alrighty.
In the 1980s, the Apple logo had a rainbow striped motif. What were the top and bottom colors of the logo?
Top and bottom.
Oh.
Yellow and pink.
Incorrect.
I am going to say red and green.
One of those is correct. Green is correct, but it was not on the bottom. It was on the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just throwing out random
It
colors.
was green and blue.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
What was your first Apple product? I know you don't have an iPhone. Neither of you have iPhones.
I
That's
used
why all
to.
of my chat bubbles are green. But what was your first? Did you have Apple products?
Yeah, so my was way later in life. I've never been an Apple guy.
He had the Zune.
At my day job, obviously, I was gifted for a manager's meeting a iPad, and that is my first official.
Wow,
Apple
that
product.
is
was-
pretty late.
I was not expecting it to be that late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is the I had this stupid little shuffle that didn't have a screen. It was just like
Yep.
the memory stick.
Mhm.
Never used it because I couldn't figure it out. But then I loved my like classic iPod, like
Yeah.
the big one that you
Yeah,
could
with the
load
screen.
a
Yeah.
million songs on it. I still have my original
You know
one.
they still
Mine's
sell
up there on the
pretty high
shelf.
too, don't they? They like people still like heavily look for the.
They do. They also.
I use it in
wanna
my
say They
car.
brought it back. They brought back the classic iPod.
Oh, I don't
Really?
know.
Yeah, it was a little different. Like it obviously doesn't have the same wide base,
Yeah.
but they brought back the iPod Classic for it might have been a limited release.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I remember there being a lot of talk about it. My first iPod was remember the 1 gigabyte iPod Nano.
Oh
Yeah.
man, the little ones,
The
little tiny.
was like
ones. yeah,
yay big.
Yeah, little.
yeah, like
tiny
1
ones.
inch by 3 inches, and
Yeah.
that was
Not the only thing 1 inch by 3 inch.
up, dude.
Shiny street sharks.
How did I know dropping
Oiled
those
up-
dimensions he was going to say
oiled
something?
up sh- oiled
No,
up
that was
shark.
that was my first iPod, and I remember, I think I was trying to save up for the 2 gigabyte,
Yeah.
but it was quite a substantial increase in price,
Dude, all of them
Yeah,
were
weren't they,
expensive
like-
back then. It
Weren't
was-
they like 250
Yep.
and then like 350 at
Yep.
the time? I mean, at early 2000s, that's super expensive.
I remember buying an 8 gigabyte iPod Touch,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, this is so much data. I can listen to so many songs.
yeah.
Also,
I had that too.
2 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much had every iteration of the iPod. I had a couple different iPads, and I actually have a MacBook now. I just don't like Apple phones, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of interesting how far we've come with storage space. I was talking about it with someone this weekend about like, the 512 megabyte flash drives we
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have versus like I have it like the one that's plugged in the computer right now is a terabyte flash drive.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Yep. But let's continue with our trivia questions.
I'll do it next because Brandon really took his time trying to pick a card for us. So I'm going to go next. At the height, how much money did the Escobar cartel spend on rubber bands monthly?
Oh,
What?
Yes. At the height of the Escobar cartel, how much money did they spend on rubber bands
how does
monthly?
anyone know that to make that card?
What
It's
kept
an
track of
interesting
that?
number.
was it?
There's a dollar amount.
Was it 6, 7? I don't know.
No, it's
Is it like in the millions?
it's a 4-figure number.
4-figure number.
Monthly.
$1,234.
More than that.
Okay.
$27.50.
You're close. $2,500 in rubber bands a month. That's a lot of rubber bands, my guy.
Imagine the rubber band balls they could make.
Dude. Yeah, they were making it with money though.
Right? That's wild.
Yeah,
Talk about make it rain.
$2,500 in rubber bands.
I want to know who did the research on that.
I don't know. He kept detailed notes of all his spending, I guess.
Apparently,
Itemized.
Yeah.
his CPA. Yeah.
Oh
Jeez.
my
I
God.
mean,
was a tax write-off, right?
Yeah, when you see the
Yeah.
stories, there's money still hidden everywhere in Colombia.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
$2,500.
Jesus.
All right, so I feel like you guys will get this instantly, but it's a fun one. What convenient food item was introduced in 1989 as a way for Oscar Mayer to sell more bologna and lunch meat?
Lunchables.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct. So, what are your
Yes.
favorite Lunchables? What were your favorite?
The pizza one.
Yeah, I'm the same. Pizza one was good.
To me, well, okay, so when they first came out,
Okay,
obviously
deep
that one
dive.
wasn't a thing yet. So when I was super young, it would be just the normal like lunch meat ones with the
Mhm.
crackers and cheese. Pizza's up there for me, but it has to be a tie between the pizza and the nachos.
The nachos was good if you had a microwave, because then you can heat the nacho cheese.
That's true. And then going off of that, I much preferred kids' cuisine.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah,
But
I
that was
mean,
more of a dinner than like
correct,
a school
it was a
lunch.
cuisine.
And then lava brownies.
Yes,
Gosh. The magic brownies get packaged in those sometimes.
I hate those.
dude. Remember when you
Disgusting.
used to mess up the time and your brownie would be like burnt and you would
Rock
be so
hard.
upset?
Mhm.
Dude, that was like the worst feeling. You loved that brownie. That was like your bonus.
Okay. Also, over the brownie, I preferred the cinnamon apples.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I
those are
preferred the
good.
cinnamon apples, man.
I'd say my second favorite Lunchable, though, if it wasn't the pizza, it's basic, but just the regular ham cheese crackers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My little mini dollar store charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Oh,
could mess
man.
up a pack of Lunchables right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not anymore. I think they taste weird now.
Well,
It probably tasted weird then too.
Yeah.
nah,
I
but they
mean,
put way more crap in it now, man.
Yeah.
It's all synthetic bullshit.
It's like
It's all from Boar's Head.
Rubbery.
What was the or Bogner's? No, it was Boar's Head, wasn't it? Had
What?
the problem with listeria.
They all
year?
did at some point or
yeah,
another.
correct.
Oh, and it was a whole factory shut down last year.
It's just to make the prices go up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah. But this has been Nostalgia Junkies. If you have a favorite Lunchable, let us know. If you want us to talk about anything, you have any showdowns for us, have any topics you want us to talk about, or just want to let us know how we're doing and let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Reach out
Oh.
on Instagram at Nostalgia Junkies Pod or nostalgiajunkiesct@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But I've been Alex.
I'm still Brandon.
And I'm Cruz.
Peace.
That's all, folks. Thank you for listening to the Nostalgia Junkies podcast. Follow us on social media, subscribe to the podcast, and make sure to never miss an episode. Till the next episode.